But I feel like I've learned a few very important things. Lots of what not. And also stuff like this, scouting and stuff like that. Alright. Like that. Alright, the salvage stuff. Alright, start date. Late Succession War. Go 4th. Go with that. Alright, we're obviously second with Mech unit. Mining periphery. What speaks to me is being a Crocatpus colours. Oh, actually. Go for that for a little bit of variation. Insignia. There we go. Start date. By settings. Back on. We know what we're doing. Right. So we do manage campaign. This is what I'm looking for. Company generator. Okay. X. One company. Yep. That. Think of us having a doctor. Admin logistical. No command. 2 more HR. Wild child, leave all this. Never generate Star League. Yep. Take up the random D6 on that. Because I want to kick off with that. Hold a bit more cash for mistakes. Still new. All right. I think we're good. Okay. Someone's been born. Yep. 2 people have got kids already. Bunch of marksmen. This guys. Yep. Okay. We don't ask what happened with the bankruptcy of first company. Okay. Over here we go. This is where we should be getting some more personnel in as well. All right. Mercenary. MedTech. Let's see what we got. Tier 2nd Crocatpus Legion, Able Company, Able Lance, got an Atlas, Battlehawk, Vindication, Hunchback. So that makes up for the fact the Atlas is massive. 2 Wolverines, a Stinger and a Wasp. A Wasp below for Stinger and a Firestarter. Okay. So quite a strong heavy lance. With that's not even that strong. I've got mediums and one bomber here has got a. Yeah, I know. Looks like the captain's actually had a kid. So yeah, she's already started the generational thing going pretty quick. Okay. Soldier, we just want to look at our mech warriors. Got an elite, veterans, only a few ultra greens actually. Oh, we're gonna move that mech from you for now. That's the fire starter. I don't want my fire starter being piloted by an ultra green person. And the crew. My person pilot green. Much difference. Tech. Yeah, veteran tech. Right, first thing I need to do, actually create a second company. A support company. Add new force. Salvage unit. Add new force. Security. Salvage security. Medical. Add unit. Tank. Do this through here, shouldn't we? So. The recovery vehicles. Assigned to force. Salvage unit. The mash truck. And the canteen. Medical. Flatbed crooks go to the foot platoon here. Security. And then we need to make another one. Which is 6. Selling hard. And in the hangar, we'll give them the flatbed trucks. And then we go back to the tier 8, we make the salvage unit, change role. It was change role. Here we go. Make salvage force. Make security. And I did the same guys. Salvage force. Security force. Support force. Convoy force. Right. Add. On the command center. More field kitchens and more mash capacity, apparently. Let's have a look at what the unit market's like. Absolutely nothing. Stuff in the warehouse, nothing to repair. But Atlas is going to make life interesting. Infirmary. Oh, great. Our second guy is ultra green. Yep. Put the captain to the ultra green. What can go wrong? They need the XP. But yeah, they can have kids and families and stuff like that. So in my personnel, there's a whole thing for children. 1-year-olds, 8, 5, 12. There's a 12-year-old. Some chance that they might become part of the company at some point. But no one is retired, no one MIA. These are all the founders. Got some professionals. These are basically people who are married. Right. Let's change. Force icon. Change force icon. We got down here. We got an SF. No. And you say salvage. That salvage. That background. Security. Change force icon. Yeah, the clanners would be horrified. That's our security force. Medical. White background. And logistics. What's that train? Yeah. Right. We are in the middle of going to combine. What is the contract market like? So, planetary assault, garrison duty. Garrison duty might not be a bad one, actually. How long is it for? No command rights, no transport salvage or that. 20 months. Planetary assault, pirate hunting, regulars. All right. That's the only one that's going to give us any salvage. Don't want to get into everything. The garrison duty would give me 20 months. I'm just thinking about training and getting myself sorted. I've got, just off the bottom of the screen slightly, I can't do it from here. We've got 21 million, 25 million. Most of these are difficult things to do. I think we may have to just go with the garrison duty. Try and negotiate salvage rights. Oh, we've got 20 transport turns. Okay. What about the pirate hunt? Got 40% salvage, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, we should probably get out of here before then. Okay, 40% salvage, 7 months. Regular with 4 attack. I think we'll go for this one. I just feel like the garrison is 20 months is a bit too long. Right, we're going to Arlington. Enemy rise +1. Drawing. They're wavering. Understood. On a thin ice. No missteps. Yeah, they love us, don't they? Oh, I can always add more jobs. Accept. 60 days and that transit cost. An extra mash. An extra kitchen. All right. At least I could pick up some more vehicles. 2 more Battletech recovery vehicles would be great. Other medium trucks. Engineering this vehicle. Yep, we'll purchase those. That'll give us a lot more chance to pull stuff off the field. And some of them might even arrive by the time we get here. Yeah, the engineering vehicle, I'm not sure how much it'll be. All right. In transit. So, advance. David and Steiner. Yes, they officially banned them, but you know how that went. New week. Oh, look, someone else just had a baby. Was conceived a baby. Oh, why is there suddenly medical stuff to deal with? Oh, great. So he's got chronicle. Also, our corporal's now a veteran. Okay, that's multiple days. Great, they've gone catatonic. That's not exactly great, is it? All right. Soldiers have been doing some training. Transit. Unit market updated. There's a black market for a Jenner Panther and a Warhammer. Ooh, do I risk 3 million on the Warhammer? I feel like I do. You know what? I'm about to get one of those 2 mechs. We'll see if either of them ever turns up. Okay. Someone's extreme secret's been exposed. Use connections, no ranks. Okay, Bombers uses personal wealth to get money in. Extra income -1. Right. We lost the money for the... I still think we're up on that. We didn't get the Jenner, but we got the Warhammer. All right, who is Chris Calmer? All personnel. Chris Calmer is a soldier. Well, sorry, I'm going to sack you. Just because I don't want that popping up every time. Unable to recruit in space. Alright, that's fine. How are we doing travelling wise? We're going to end up down here in the battlefield. Alright, so new week. Yeah, that's fine. Nice quiet week. Have a nice quiet week. Yep. Something pops up there. And we still got a few more jumps to go. Okay, we've got a trebuchet. An Ostol. I know I'm going to take casualties. So I'm going to spend relatively big. That's it now. Yeah, Warhammer's going to be good. I've got the Atlas. Oh, that's going to take a while for the Ostol to get here, though. I was thinking you have to order them now because it takes so long for them to get here. Inoculate everyone. It's only 28,000. Several units not beside tech and maintenance crews. That's because my new vehicles have arrived. Hasn't been a problem because, you know, if those three there, those two, I need my elite tech for some. There we go. Get an audience tank. Right, so we've now arrived and all our vehicles have been activated. So we need upon arrival assistance, assign our forces, combat roles, front line. Charlie, gonna go on to Troll, and we'll keep Baker, Enable, and Frontline. If I can get enough mechs, it'd be nice to get a training company going. We have no scenarios. Pretty cool. We're in an allied spaceport. And we'll send Charlie out on a recon mission. We need to contain the facility, Sector 0. We're in Sector 0. Perfect. Locate industry hostile forces, get more than 1 point. Capture designated facility. Okay, so 1 person passed their sensor. Right, it's fairly easy at this point. Oh, the engineering vehicle has been delivered. Lovely. Activate it. Assign to force. Rocket in the salvage unit. how much use it is in the salvage unit. Might need some more techs. Seem to have got a few less mech techs than I wanted. But all this is good. Okay, we've got maximum support points. That is fine. At least here, we're in a good place to drop down into the... That's fine. This is Federated Sons. Interestingly, it doesn't say. Federated Sons, yes. My brain just shut down there for a second. That's a day. Charlie Lance is using the patrol early. Good for you, Charlie Lance. Oh, irregular force suppression. Found someone. Briefing room. This is a pending crisis on the 22nd. This is happening tomorrow. Pirate enemy officer. Is that? Allied mech officer. Oh, great. Looks like there's some sort of fuel. Okay. So they're starting off at 2, 3, 4, about 4,000. Local insurgents direct military support. Plenty of unconventional tactics, military resistance, ambushes, trade for military. Victory controlling gate battlefield. Any mech officers have been spotted because they've got the orbital defense. Allied mech officer. Under different aerospace units intercepting the area. Kill 50% of the pirate regulars and infantry. I wonder if this is a good one for Bravo Lance. No. Baker, sorry. Baker's at 3,000. But it has... I thought they had the fire starter, they don't. I do think Baker... That's got it 4,000. 2, 3... Yeah, I think we assign Baker to this. There we go, with no support. Alright, that's good. So Crisis lose you command for 2 points, but don't get them. So yeah, we need to suppress these guys. But not take too much damage. Okay. Commence drop. I didn't even know what type of planet. We'll activate the salvage unit on background. Green text. Alright, so it's not the target area I would like, but at least it's something. And now our medium lance. Mash up a few troops. If the light lance was back, I could engage with them, but... Alright. Alright, so they've got a Warhammer backing the sub. They've got a Lumberjack. 2 motorized platoons, jump foot, some APCs. And then the Sabre and the Corsair. So that's the interesting bit. This is a bunch of local insurgents backed up by a couple of fighters. So, yeah, going to be an interesting one, this. We got relatively hilly map. We're team 1 at 5,000, they're team 2. With a team 3 of unknown hostiles. So this is local insurgents backed up by the pirates. So the pirates have sent a couple of fighters out to support them. That's their lumberjack. That's the only real threat on the board. Are we deploying right next to the lumberjack? Are we really deploying this close to the lumberjack? Oh my god, we're behind the enemy officer. Okay. You're going to have a bad day. Look at this. This is... I mean, this isn't great. We'll see where they end up when they move. Right, this is my Wolverine. Turn you like this. That's where the lumberjack ends up. Perfect. My Wasp is going to come around the back. The best of jump. That still needs a 7. That needs an 8. Mainly want the Wasp out of line of sight, so we're going to have to take the risk. He's going to fall over. He's going to blow up. He did not fall over. That's my Stinger. This is my Wasp. Needs a 6. All right. It's having a think and moving up a good number of troops. Yeah. I'm hoping we can nuke this this lumberjack. A nice little alpha strike. AC5, M6, medium laser, 5, SM6, medium laser, double medium lasers. God, you're a terrible pilot. Right. They're going to put some fire into us. The Warhammer somehow falls prone. What the hell happened? Loses altitude from weapon attack. Oh, he probably got smashed. This is good, though. Weapon for tailwind. Misses, hits with the lumberjack. Yankee. Hits with a medium laser. Strips the Corsair, strips fire from lots of armor from the Wolverine. Stinger. Misses. Wasp misses. Warhammer. Smacks into the lumberjack, but only hits with 1 BPC, with 1 medium laser. The Warhammer gets a look at that. Critical hit straight to the gyro. And falls over. Excellent. Tailwind takes a bit of damage. Critical hit on center torso, no effect. Falls over. Lumberjack is also hit. Wolverine takes some damage. Yeah, that bomb was bad, actually. What kind of bomb was that they dropped? Fuel air bomb. Right. I thought that was the kind of... Okay, we can... Now we should be able to get some kicks in. Don't know what you're expected to punch. I think the Warhammer's been nuked. I looked at its prone, but that was some serious hits we've just taken. A monkey game. You can do it. Just having a moment. Need to task someone to shoot up those planes. Yeah, all right. Okay, so he's at 10 heat. They're fine. Ooh, it's on chainsaw. Okay. What's the lumberjack's got a chainsaw? That's good though. We may have like kicked him in the chainsaw. Jumping game. What you doing? All right. So one of us is crippled. Everyone else has taken light damage. Yeah, we're at 93. So all that we took was fine. Warhammer not, however. That was a serious hit. All right. I'm going to move you down to here and turn you like this. Hope is that we'll be able to move the stinger to here. I'd rather get that lumberjack to move first. There we go. We're going to come in. We're going to make friends with the lumberjack. And then we're going to have to see if anyone can take out those planes. And the Warhammer just keeps falling over. The plus side, targeting the Warhammer, not us. All right, you're getting fire from these guys. I'm not too worried. Out of range. Problem. Now we'll out of range. Now we're going to be shooting up this guy. I'm not going to shoot with the AC5. But time. Two nines. All right. Then we're going to be able to punch him. Hopefully. Out his skull out. These guys are going to be annoying. Having enough to think about it. Come on. Right. Wolverine hits the lumberjack, strips the armor off its left arm, Critical hit to its center torso, engine, gyro. Wolverine gets hit again. Oh, it's shooting at the these unknown hostiles are shooting at the pirates. Lumberjack falls over, takes a critical hit if he succeeds his piloting role. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? I thought they were here to support the pirates. No, there's some other third party that's coming in to help murder them. Could have dropped a fuel air bomb on them, couldn't you? Hit 0, that's fine. 3, yes. Actually, no, hit 0 is fine, isn't it? 100% chance. Alright, curb stomp him. Don't feel good. I do feel good about this. Yeah. Well, they're not friendly, so we know that. So we got 3 mechs over this poor lumberjack, just like. Yeah, man. I don't know why the game's being so slow. It just does this, I think, sometimes. It just decides it wants a bit. It will get there. Have a long game. But yeah, if I could get some shots into those, that would go a long way. Actually, that's a point. What are my victory? Pirate force, they don't count towards my victory. That's important to know. The pop up there, isn't there? You saw that, didn't you? Like it's waiting for the pop up. Okay, this is weird. Don't crash. Oh, the game's just having a moment. It's crashed, hasn't it? I have to redo the full half hour. It's going to be a bit grumpy. I never had this crash on me before. Cover that. All right. Sometimes firing the task manager up fixes the problem. Oh, there we go. Opening task manager, like the threat of the stick, solves the problem. Right, critical to the lower leg, critical hit on the dumper, A little underfoot. Yes, take that. Yeah, we've only got 3 structure left on that leg. It'd be nice to be able to like target him. Chances he falls down and blows up also relatively high. Yeah, it's definitely having a moment, isn't it? Might drop a save in a second. Yeah, I should have dropped a save when it came. Oh, sorry about this. These things happen when you go live. Yeah. OBS isn't eating too much. Okay. File. Quick save. Yep. Awesome. Round 3 start. Right, pairing off Mech off as a team, 1 crippled. You love to see it. How far off are those guys? Right, I'm going to kill this and just restart. We've got my save. Come on. What's the old line about task managers supposed to join? Okay, there we go. We've killed Java. MekHQ. I'm going to load up the MekHQ. Just everything's just taking forever. Yeah, man. Doesn't normally take this long to load up. I really don't want to have to restart this stream. Yes, close them. All right. What else could be eating software usage? Steam's set to not auto-download. There won't be Steam running in the background. All right, I think I'm back. Yeah, that killed my computer. So that was a good start. So we just a day off this, so we can just start load save game. I've never had to come back into one of these before. That one there. Done. So hopefully. Where are my mechs? Nope. Nope, we have to restart that. That didn't say I had any of my mechs available. All right, there we go. Wolverine, Wasp. Stinger. That's the same thing. The Wolverine lumberjack's down here this time. Right. Going like that. This time we're not going to go up to there. You're going to move to there. You're actually going to run out to here. Then like that. You're going to run up to here. We're not going to let them hit us. That much firepower again. This is the first Wolverine. 7's not bad. Yep, good. Yankee. You may as well torso twist. Bring that guy to the front arc. And also unload everything you've got. Twist your torso enough to get a twist the other way. No, fine. You have quite enough range on here. So we'll skip firing on the Ulysses. You don't have range on. That's fine. I mainly just didn't want to take a bomb to the face again. Right, the Warhammer. Max up. BBC. Wolverine hits with the medium laser. Bomb hits the intended hex. I can hit Yankee. Yankee takes a critical hit. Yeah, Yankee's just been opened up by that bomb. Wolverine hits there. Wasp takes a critical hit on life support as well. Okay, Wasp falls over. Lumberjack falls over. Yankee falls over. Those flipping things are dangerous as hell, aren't they? Okay. You're obviously going to kick him when he's down. All right, critical hit on the destroyed his arm, took out his chainsaw, and then we critical his hip and foot. He ain't getting back up. The Wolverine is now at 18 heat because fuel air bomb. Oh, yes. That was bad. Your movement. Try and get you up. Balls. At least he's facing a bit more of a useful direction. They're coming in fast. So let's go up and engage with a take the risk. And what we're getting up 6. He falls over. Wolverine, we always saw that. Finger falls over, crits his leg. Yeah, well, let's say. Let's finish that lumberjack off. 20. You ain't getting much. Lasers. And you know. Yeah. Yeah. The lumberjack is just taking round after round. Wolverine. Critical hits. Cargo. And you miss your fire. And then, of course, we kick this guy in the head again. Just hoping to. Don't know what you thought you could attack. Engine failure. Yeah, Wolverine kills that. I don't think he ejected, so that's going to be interesting to see what that is. I think some heat on the Yankee though. Fine. Round 5, that Sabre will be back. So team 2. at 75%. We need to get him down 50. So we need to kill a couple more things. But we killed the mech. Now we will move the mini-map. Nobody's on this side of the battlefield. Run up this way. Get up. Take the risk. Need it. Right. You're going to run here. Then. You're also going to come to Wolverine. Fell over. Yeah, I'm not sure who they think fell over there. Take a shot with that. 12, but yeah, stupid thing happened. Keep firing because you're still 9 over. Medium laser to the APC. Firing. APC hits Stinger. We miss. Thinks down to 9 heat. You're gaining 8 heat. Right. That Corsair is going to be a pain this time. Tailwind. Back up. Yeah. Piloting roll. Whoop. Okay. Only there wasn't one. You can move to where we are. So you that should be fine. You're going to run up to here. We're going to try and kick a couple of people. I think it's going after the Warhammer, but it probably doesn't care. 10's not bad. On the Prowler. Twist your torso. 7 overs. 2-8. You got to hit at some point. Mainly here for the attack. Corsair is opening up on the Warhammer. APC strips a little bit more armor off him. He blows. Oh my god, the wedge just got headshotted by the APC. Code just got. Oh, Code's dead. Just one to the face. Warhammer destroys the PP. This one is going as well as the last company. We killed one of them. Kick him. And he fell prone because he missed, obviously. Right. What does that take us up to? 66%. I'm just killing this over armor personnel chart, and then one of these guys might do us pretty well. He's already moved up to there. We run to here. Yankee can run up to here. Get up. Move like that. The 7, we'll give it a risk. Now it takes damage. Movement. I think Tailwing's about to get a load of stuff to the face. See how that works. You're prone, so you'll get firing. APC hits their armor. You miss the APC, you miss the Prowler, the Saber. Wolverine hits the APC, damaging its tracks. Yankee. Thick cover. We don't need much more than that. Attacks. Give attacks because you're prone. Misses and falls over. I am doing terribly here. They've taken damage from blowing sand. We're gaining too much heat from that flipping damage to the engine. Right, you run up to him. Get up. Turn like that. He's an 8. Fails, takes more damage, but at least he's facing the right direction. Get up. Up. Okay. You can't see anything apart from that Prowler. It has to run hot. That engine's going to be expensive to repair. You twist your torso. Can. Oh god, the Gyro and the Wolverine's just been hit. That's a through armor critical. I am not getting lucky at all. Right, round 8, they'll be back. I need to wrap this up. I believe they headshotted my... Right, that's fine. He moved to where I want him to move. Cover move to there. Yankee needs to move to here. No, he's not, because his gyro's been wrecked. He's just going to turn to face that direction. He sees he's going to run up to him. You're going to put everything into him. He's just going to fire a medium laser. Yeah, we damaged that thing. Miss. APC from the Wolverine. Guns the crew, immobilizes it, and crits the engine. Wolverine does even more. Destroyed by damage. That's the APC gone. Yankee gets a hit with the medium laser. Does some motor system damage. Alright. 0.65 ahead up. Right, one more thing to destroy. Oh god, the Saber's back. Run, get some speed up. Try and get them to shoot the Wolverine. You run into the same location as cover. Alright. You can't see anything of your system. Yeah, that's a cute. 2 6s isn't bad, actually. He misses. It's the right arm. Misses. Stinger hits. Right. Stinger hits the Prowler. Warhammer misses its shots. The Warhammer takes a head hit. God damn it. You're going to stomp on that guy. And stun him. Perfect. Ah, it nearly failed. 49. Okay, that's a victory. But others move to the... The other one I want. Can you not shoot the Prowler right in front of you? Interesting. Okay, they can't shoot things in the same hex. That's fine. Wolverine hits the APC. You're going to stomp on him. You're going to stomp on him. Right. The infantry aren't doing much in this, are they? Right, he moves up to here. You're going to move up to then. Cover's in there, so we'll move. Won't. Cover's there. Move you to here. Then you can shoot. You have to hit. Right, Sting. Little hit on the. Yeah, nearly lost a leg. He immobilizes the SRM. Wolverine gets a load of crits, but no actual kills. And then Stinger kills that guy. You're going to kick him, which destroys him. And there we go. Slash. Slash victory. Done. I feel that's an actual victory there. Of course, let's fly off the map. Oh, that's hopefully they can get what's left of that Stinger back. I control the field. That seems acceptable. Well, not acceptable, it's realistic. Code just took a hit to the face. They all escaped. They were coverable. killed the mech pilot, and then I'm going to trust you on all that. Wolverine killed that, so that's fine. Hill just murdering stuff. Also withdrawal. Get one scenario victory point. Okay, so we drag those two off. The Prowler is worth quite a bit. Okay, we're getting paid for it. That's fine. They get 1 million, we get 400,000. He's got an employee, okay. Purple Hearts are being wounded. Yep. Combat action gets 1 edge. We nip to the hangar. Oh, it's more the repair bay when they come back, isn't it? Okay, so we're not going to salvage mechs, but we're getting extra pay for salvage. Grants a day. But wounded personnel. Okay, so they get home before the mechs. You were disemboweled? Good lord. I need another mech warrior. Alright. Once a day. That wasn't a full, that was a scenario, so that could be support points. Right. Schedule maintenance. Need more flatbed trucks. Baker Lance and salvage of dead. Acquire the mech head and the mech sensors. The Wasp. The Wasp is fairly salvageable. Okay. Weapons, stations, engines, gyros. Work on the engines and gyros. I want you to be regular. I fixed a bunch of stuff. Most of the armor. Bunch of stuff like arms is fixing. Failed to find a head. So you have to keep looking. Well, at least we dealt with that guy. Once a day. Oh, found a head. 86 days. Fixed. Awesome. Right, the sensors and life support and stuff like that need to go in with the head. What's that? Failed. Fine. Okay. Failed today. Once a day. Still having a go, I think. Charlie Lance can go back out. Feels like there's stuff here in the city, so we should probably do that some. Okay, employee turnover check. Point number 1, we are fine. Evenly matched, neither getting advantage. Okay. Decisive victory, but they're rallying. Like 200 that. Okay. Vocational XP. Stalemate. Bad information for employer, next demo gets +1. Great. Can't afford to spend any more cash on mechs. That's another day. Use it convoy. Balance. Fusion engine, nice. Put actuator for 55-ton mech. Right torso, okay. Then Charlie Lance straight back out. Okay, they managed to scout out a few more locations. Yep. Okay, a bounty hunter hunting one of my guys. That's not good. Do I need to scrap these now? They're damaged. Okay, I wanted to save that as default. Okay. Stinger's got no valid parts. One hack. Okay. Why won't you let me order a mech? Okay. I wonder if that Stinger's like completely racked now. Right, Charlie Lance is back. Charlie Lance goes out. Okay. Hostile orbital defense. Yes. Okay, so they found an orbital defense, which I think is 04. Yeah, that's the designated facility we destroy. Allied force at 7,000. Off-board artillery 400. Base defense at 500. Airfield at 6,000. Then Charlie Lance. made of a wasp, a locust, a stinger, and a fire starter. You're mostly going to be hanging around. Anyway, I can assign alpha label to that. Target number 7. Give us 7 support points. Don't reinforce. Yes. Okay. That's the 11th of the 8th. So days. I don't want to be messing around with this. Purchase parts. All parts. Locations. Mech left leg 20 tons. Front left. Front left. No. Mech left leg. Here we go. 20 tons. Buy. Right leg. Right arm. 20 tons. Buy. Left torso. Buy. Okay, we failed to find any. That's fine. That's the other day. They found them on the second day, that's fine. Maintenance improves. Cost acquisition. Engaging. Where are the artillery? Salvage lance. All right. Please send us something good. Grand Dragon, an Archer, a Crusader, and a Grasshopper. Those are going to be annoying. Field artillery is of board. Vulcan, Sentinel, Talos. Okay. Didn't actually look what my actual mission objectives were. Drawing about 75% of the offending forces. Engage for at least 6 turns. Cripple 75% of the base defenses. Or leave them alive, take it over. Power up force. So you've got, if we take out 75% of their force, then we will be engaging. Holding this base. There's lava. We're fighting on a volcano. This is a strange place. Okay. We can come around from all angles. Grasshopper. I like this side here because we're going to have some cover. Yeah. I want to get them engaged before me. I don't care if they get blown up. Okay. Bumpers are going to come in 1 turn. You can run behind there. Didn't see how many turns until I get my big boy. The Vulcan's a little bit. Let's get the fire starter. Can't see the Vulcan. He can't see anything firing. You can see the Vulcan. Yeah, it's a medium laser. Doesn't cost us anything. Right. 4 yacht to hit city. Yep. Lots of misses. The archer hits the awesome. The left arm. Vulcan hits the archer. Awesome hits the crusader. And that's fine. I'm happy just to punch this Vulcan around a little bit and do my job. I'll see where these shredder turrets are. Right, well, then we get a warning of where that's coming from. You're going to run up to the Vulcan. Piece of 2, that's fine. Run up to there. The Vulcan hasn't moved yet. I'm fully aware of this. Versa there's having a... Oh, can you miss that Vulcan before us? Right, the Vulcan's ended up there. I know it's behind us, but risk it. It's good for the... right. Not sure how much you damaged. Misses. Shot by Stinger. Off-board artillery immediate target for counter battery. Okay. That artillery's going to be terrifying. Push to torso. Laser. Push to torso. Machine gun's not bad, actually. Torso. Then the fire starter is just going to help us. Yeah, you're going to go 7 over, but we can make a mess of this Vulcan, I think. Sentinel takes a hit. Wasp hits the Vulcan. Sentinel hits the Grand Dragon. Everyone else is missing. Firestarter hits left arm. Hits the right arm. Hits the center torso. But misses the flamethrowers. You're going to punch. Yes. Yes, we'll take the risk. This attacks the Sentinel. Yep. Firestarter. Kicks him in the head. Got 1 armor left in the head. Then he falls over, so he's taking 2 points of damage. Firestarter is now at 7 heat. Careful. Round 7 before my support force gets here. They've been reduced down to 91%. Found him one turn. Right. Back up to here. We're playing this safe. Oh, the Falcon managed to get up. No, we won't do the last turn. Those guys are mugging that guy. I'd almost feel bad if it was one of my mechs. I would have deployed one of my mechs up there. Okay. Lots of firepower coming. Oh, you're going to have a bad day. Right. Laser medium. One. Right. Grand Dragon. It's the Sentinel on the arm. Destroys his armor. Critically, it's AC 5. Perfect. I'm sorry if there's anything in chat. My chat seems to have locked up. If that fix it. Yeah, no. Chat's gone. Rifleman gets hit. Wasp kills the Vulcan, and the rest of it is just killing the corpse. Awesome. The Awesome is the next target. They come in from the south in round 7. Enemy is down to 82. Gotta get them down to 25. Right. I think the aim is to be not where we currently are. You can run straight up to the Awesome. Nope. Not straight up to the Awesome, because that would involve the Awesome being able to punch us, which is going to do a lot worse. How about if you run to... Still needs a pipe. That should be fine. You should still be able to see. To 6. Let's give it a risk. Yep, both made it. It'd look amazing if we had counter battery fire. Where's that torso? Oh, we can't see. Okay. It's your torso. Oh, he's going for the fire start. Alpha strike. Maybe drop that. Grand Dragon hits the Sentinel. Awesome. Misses the Grasshopper. Wasp starts chipping armor off that Awesome. Rifleman also hits the Grand Dragon. That Ursa. Archer smacks up the Awesome. The Awesome's probably going to go try and fall over this turn. He hasn't, but Sentinel hits the Grand Dragon. Locust chips away. Crusader hits the Awesome. The LRM. He blows the arm off the fire starter. Ouch. The fire starter misses the flamer. It's and he succeeds his piloting role. Right, the fire starter just lost an arm. Of getting out of here. Take the risk. Goes combine crits him, sentinel crits him. We kick him in the right torso. The rifleman kicks the dragon, particularly his lower leg. Awesome misses us. Ooh. Awesome falls over. Oh, that was just what we needed, that extra little bit of damage. Right, the fire starter needs to get the hell out of there. It's 2. Oh, the awesome got up and came in close. Right. Doing all the stuff up there. Fire starter can also come in and get behind the awesome. Yeah, it did pretty well actually. Sentinel fell over and did a bit more damage. I'm a little bit worried for my wasp. Oh, flatbed. The Arcanator just took a hit from the artillery. Not dealt with artillery before. It's actually pretty. And you ready? Oh, a couple of flamers then. Oh, he's back down anyway. Wasp hits him. 24, 31. Rifleman hits the grasshopper. Grand Dragon hits the sentinel, blowing off his left arm. And ooh, 0 armor in his center torso. That sentinel's in trouble. Locust, chip. Talos hits the grasshopper. Archer. It's the awesome hit. Don't need to structure for the right arm. The awesome blows the leg off the wasp with a single PPC shot or a large laser shot. And then almost straight takes off the right leg. Alright. Stinger chips. Crusader does good damage. Grasshopper chipping away. They're losing armor quite fast, actually. Wasp falls, stays conscious. He falls over, riddles his arm. But how much damage is he at now? Right. Mutt is in trouble. Taking them down to 74%. EV. That's number, isn't it? That's interesting, because technically, I can cause a win if I destroy a few more. Just turn to face this awesome. Hopefully the awesome will get up and fall over again. They're having a big old fight on the other side. The awesome got up. He's also facing away from us. Okay. Good pilot and that awesome. A medium laser. No, this is a generic campaign. We've gone down to do some pirate hunting. This is technically an assault on our base, but their base seems to be a volcano, so I'm assuming it's inside. So yeah, I'm not doing a full-on RP thing with this. I'm just trying to murder this awesome. He's about all we can fire for this turn. Wasp takes the right arm off on the awesome. The Grand Dragon. It's the gyro on the Talos. The Talos is in bad shape. Rifle misses. Locust chips off more armor from the right torso. The awesome takes some more fire there. The Stinger hits with everything. That's awesome. Right arm, right rear torso. Awesome misses flatbed. First daughter hits. This awesome is in bad shape. Grasshopper hits the lumberjack. Quite heavily, actually. He falls over, but the awesome remains upright. Until we kick him. It's the right leg. Was kicked, fails his parent roll, falls over. 1 free armor left on the center torso. He is in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I've lost an arm and a fire starter and a leg off a wasp, but you know what? I am happy with it. Oh, my reinforcements are coming. Awesome. My Atlas. They gave me an Atlas. And then the rest of the heavy lances, like mediums. But, you know, I have an Atlas. All right. Needs a 4, should be fine. Don't fall over, break both your hips. You can skip your movement. You can run. I want to get these guys up into action fairly quick. Take that risk. You can skip your movement. You can actually skip your movement as well. You can just turn to face. Ooh, the awesome fell over again. Macked himself up. There's nothing, his center torso is open. Carlos fell over and is blacked out. And then, yeah. My big boys are coming in. We'll fire off at the awesome as well. I just want to give everyone a bit of combat experience. That's a bad one, so fine. Right, oh, like that's a 9. We'll do that. Yeah, the back is the laser back. You're actually not a bad mech. No. Can't see him, that's fine. Let's fire this off as well. All right, that's the Atlas. The Atlas immediately walks. This is our commander, by the way. She gave birth a few months ago, but that's all fine. She walks in, just puts the medium laser into the right leg. The Wasp takes out a heat sink. The Dragon is just wailing into that Talos. Shadowhawk misses. Vindicator. Nitpick just walks in and does an ammo explosion on the awesome. So yes. And boom. And then the rest of the fire is in on that awesome. She's already dead. And we could kick the pilot if we wanted to. But no, we're not going to kick the pilot. We're not that type. The lumberjack lifts its legs. Grasshopper kicks the rifleman in the leg. Grand Dragon stays up. Grasshopper falls over. Rifleman falls over. I actually think these guys are actually pretty badly damaged at this point. Two riflemen. So he's smacked up. The other awesome's fine. This Talus is missing an arm and messed up. This lumberjack has lost a leg. So yeah. They're down to 51%. Gotta get them to 25. There's supposed to be like guns on this map, but that's just doesn't seem to have happened. Alright. Advance these guys forwards without picking up any piloting roles if possible. It's a 5, we'll give it a risk. 4, that should be fine. Alright, can you get up to here? It's 5, that's fine. That's a 7, that's less. Yes. And then you can safely, because you've lost an arm. Everyone passes their piloting checks this turn. See anyone? You can't see anyone. You can see it's awesome. Rounds into it. Yeah. Already taken out one awesome this turn. Why not make it 2? The awesome's shooting up the grasshopper. This grasshopper and Grand Dragon are doing some work actually. They've taken on an entire lance of enemy groups while we've dealt with an awesome and a can't remember what the Vulcan. That's the first one we took out. Grand Dragon is starting to take internal structure damage now. Focus misses. Grasshopper blows off the right leg. There's lots of other chip damage. The rifleman somehow, the rifleman falls over but stays conscious. Then the lumberjack kicks the Grand Dragon, destroying its leg. And the Grand Dragon falls over. It's also conscious. Alright, they're down to 47%. Going to keep advancing forwards with the Atlas. You can turn to face the other direction. It might be you. Or we'll risk it. A 5. That's a 4. You're going to come up behind this for an awesome. But that's the Talos, not the. Ooh, no, don't go through the. Jump up to there. Run through the lava, you dick. Can't see nothing. Right, the awesome's shooting at pineapple. Probably not going to be good for pineapple. We can't see anything. Next turn, we might be engaging. You target the Talos. Go for the center torso. Target the Awesome. If you've got range. Also, rotate. Also, Awesome. It's takes the left arm off the Locust. Rifleman is smacking up the Grand Dragon. The Locust gets it onto the center torso of the Talos, which is down to internal structure. Critical hit. Rifleman's taking a good amount of hit from the Grasshopper. Lost his arm, so I think he's lost both his arms now. That's just one arm, one leg. Stinger hits the Awesome. Firestarter hits the Awesome with medium laser. The Talos medium laser. Right. Lumberjack destroys the leg. So not looking good for the Grand Dragon. Talos is now back to being very well, so the pilot's woken up. Yeah. Right, Pineapple needs to get out of there now. Would he speed up? Walk to here. Turn to here. Turn to face that direction. Best you can. No, just a turn. Hello. Come in fast like that. We'll come in hard and fast. We need to... Right, Pineapple in the Locust. Get out of there for a turn. Firestarter. Up. That's Firestarter. Jump behind the Lumberjack. Right, Rifleman tried to get up. Quickly hit his right torso. Alice tried to get up. That just fell over, apparently. Okay, no, he just damaged himself slightly because of the gravity. Can't see the light, that guy. Yeah. So 5 over. Put some fire out. Medium laser. 5. SM2. PC on a 6 is good. And then more medium laser guard. And Pineapple turning off. You're going to target. You're going to target. Right. Bomber hits with the LON20. Get some armor off. The Awesome hits the Stinger. And hits the Stinger. Blows off his left arm. Ouch. Mellow gets a couple of hits in. Gets some more armor. Nitpick hits the right arm, stripping some armor. Crusader also hits the Awesome. The Awesome is taking some serious hits now. Hunchback. Hits. Grasshopper hits the Rifleman. almost destroys his arm. Center torso, center torso. The rifleman's going down. Finger hits the talos. One armor left on his right leg. Firestarter misses. And then both survive their piloting ball. You can punch him. You can kick him. Grasshopper. Max him up. Lumberjack. Shadowhawk kicks. Good. Finger. Yeah. Right arm goes to right torso. He misses. I'd rather get some more range on that though. So at 38%, I'm so close having done them so. Bring the Atlas up. Get pure movement. Mellow. Move up to there. Try and get some range. Hissy fit. You can come back towards us. Dice, you're fine. Firestarter can join behind this guy. Rifleman was destroyed by ejecting. Oh, yes, he ejected. That might take us over the edge, actually. Especially with the Atlas unloading this turn. This Awesome is in for a bad day. Alpha strikes a whole lot with that torso. Oh, you're actually better off shooting the lumberjack. Fine. Yep. Yep. One over. Grand Dragon hits the lumberjack. He's got 2 armor on the left there. The Atlas hits with the medium laser. The AC-20 hits. Oof, center torso. Takes out the armor. Blast through. Archer hits the Talos. The Talos is in bad shape. Shadowhawk hits the Awesome. Vindicator hits the lumberjack. Hits the leg. Aggie, the Crusader, also hits the Hunchback. Oh, 4 structure left on that. Oh, that Hunchback is so goddamn lucky. It's down next turn though. Falls over, it doesn't damage itself. And everyone else. Right. The Atlas is at 10 heat. Right. They are down to 29%. He's probably going to reject this turn. Almost just going to march up a little bit. Going up to here and then that gives you a good shot into the lumberjack as well. Just turn to face this. If you fit, can also skip movement. I'd like to get some speed on you if possible. fire starter, reach to the top of that hill, get the Talus ejected, the pilot blacked out, and I fell over. Just fire the AC-20. 6, 2. Fire into him. Into the awesome. Good amount of lasers. Oh, no gyro on the awesome. Was the Atlas just put a laser into him? Missed with the AC-20. Vindicator hits him. Archer hits the awesome. Destroys the center torso. It is gone. And then most of this other stuff is just waiting on the already dead mech. Then we hit the lumberjack. Oh, you could kick the pilot. No, we're not monsters. Okay, we picked up the pilot. So we got at least some prisoners here. Right. Somehow they're still at 29%. Oh, they're 9%. We can go /victory on that one. Right. Going up to here, try and get that pilot. Movement. Movement. Pineapple run there. Lumberjack ejects. I was going to fire. Oh, they shot an LOM at the pilot. Skip attacks. And pilot woke up. And we grabbed another one. Good days. That was your file. Just a shame I had to have the computer reset in the middle. I definitely control the field. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Heavy damage to the Atlas. I think he critical his own legs. Field artillery definitely escaped. But all the others were up. Yeah, that seems realistic. Well, we definitely did that one. Left them intact. They weren't on the field, so. Okay. Defection, okay. The rifleman. The Vulcan is also worth a good chunk. Needs more cargo to get the lumberjack. I'd rather get the awesome, to be honest. Yeah, not bad at 4.8 million salvage. Purple Heart. Combat. Then that was our victory point. We're now winning the campaign. Nip to the infirmary. Optimize assignments. Oh yeah, 50 looks very different. They're still off the map. Personnel. Mech warriors. Prisoners. General. Mech warrior brigade. I mean, I could do with a new mech warrior. Mason Son, the Wolverine and the Wasp. That's another day. Part acquisition. Order all. Mass repair salvage. That's all active units. Mass repair. Makes life so much simpler. Bingo, contain parts, can move parts for the repairs. Okay. Bingo's still missing parts, but they're on order. We need to actually send some troops out to deal with that at some point and actually capture it. We drove off the defenders, but yeah. But looking at the time, I should call that for the day. Thanks so much for watching, and see everyone next time.